Stage 2 of the Ladies' Tour of Norway started in the Norwegian coastal town of Fredrikstad. When teams crossed the bridge to the sign-in podium, staff prepared the bikes and bottles for today's 127-kilometre stage, which took the riders alongside the coast towards Sarpsborg, where 4 local laps concluded the race. Hard winds and rain showers were supposed to be the key factor of today's racing.
Well, yesterday we saw already it's really hard with the wind. It's really almost extreme, I should say. So yeah, with the forest it's always a little bit looking when it can be on the side or not and if it's long or not. But for sure it makes it hard with all the rollers, so you lose a lot of speed. And yeah, then with the rain, if it's technical, we have a gravel section. Yeah, it's always nervous then in the peloton.
At first I think there's a headwind, but then not so long after the start there will be crosswinds quite right away, and then I think you just have to be in the front the whole day, because it's not up to us to decide when they're gonna ride in the crosswinds, so we just need to watch the bigger teams and what they're gonna do. If they're coming together in the front, then we also need to be there.
I think the elements are going to play a huge factor today. It's really windy and the gusts are super high, and then the rain scares a lot of people off. So it's just going to be, I think, a fight all day, but especially along the coast because I know it gets really gusty there. And an uphill sprint does suit me, but I wouldn't say I'm on the best form right now, so it's just kind of gambling. Hopefully I get better every day.
At 11:45, the peloton rolled out of Fredrikstad towards the coast. Already 11 kilometres into the race, the Queen of the Mountain sprint commenced. Trixie Worrack led out Kasia Niewiadoma in the polka dot jersey, so the Polish rider could extend her lead in the mountain classification. At the first intermediate sprint, at the 52-kilometre mark, it was Marianne Vos taking 4 points and bonus seconds for the yellow jersey. Emilia Farlin was attentive and was right up her wheel, Majerus third. Even though there were strong winds, the peloton stayed together at the front. Some riders tried to attack, but no one could get away from the chasing peloton. Entering the circuit, it was Team Sunweb that put on a high speed in the front of the peloton. After the first of 4 laps, Marianne Vos won also the second intermediate sprint, ahead of Riviera and Bujak. Just after the sprint, a group of 6 riders got a little gap, and Lucinda Brand took advantage of that and tried to go solo. Soon the group, including Brand, was caught by the peloton again. Brand tried again with only 3 kilometres to go to repeat her Sarpsborg victory of 2 years ago, but Canyon SRAM had other plans. The German squad built a strong sprint team, with Klein, Worrack and Ryan for Niewiadoma. On the slightly uphill final kilometre, Ryan accelerated hard, with Niewiadoma right in her wheel. Hosking could not follow the high pace, but Vos jumped around the Australian and closed the gap. The Dutchwoman waited until the last 100 metres to overtake her former teammate and win the second stage of the Ladies' Tour of Norway. Emilia Farlin of Wiggle High Five finishing second again, with Niewiadoma in third.
We had there were a lot of attacks from Sunweb in the last 2 laps, and my team, we tried to just control and go with those brakes and not to kill ourselves in the brakes, and that was actually a good tactic. And then in the final few kilometers, Canyon took over for the sprint. They leaded out Kasia Niewiadoma, and she went on about 300 meters. It's still a long way to go, but she had a gap, so I had to go around and catch her wheel. And when I sat in, I thought, okay, this is a good position to launch the sprint.
The finish was quite different from yesterday, and it's nice to be up there. And I, again, struggled quite a bit, but I had Kirsten really putting me in the best position also for the first bonus sprint, and she really believed that I could do well, so I really had to go for it in the end. And I'm surprised I held on for second, but of course Marianne again was too strong, and I'm happy to be on the podium today again in second place, and I think I'm surprised myself actually, so I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, girls did amazing job, and I'm super proud of them and grateful because they gave me a faith that I can do that, because on the laps I was okay. It's a nice climb, nice final, but not for me. I mean, like the last 200 meters were not as steep as the first 300 meters before, so I was kind of doubting, and then seeing them working for me, it gave me extra power, and then I could somehow sprint to the third place. Of course, I was hoping to win this race, but Marianne, she over sprinted me like, I don't know, as if I was standing still suddenly, you know.
The uphill finish created some gaps with Majerus of Boels Dolmans and Bionic of Team Movistar 3 seconds behind Vos. Brandon Mackay concluded the top 10 8 seconds behind the Dutch winner. Swedish rider Emilia Farlin now has to find 18 seconds on the last stage on Marianne Vos of Wow Deals Pro Cycling. Nieuwedoma of Canyon SRAM has 28 seconds to make up. It looks like it will be hard to drop the Dutch woman to take over the leader's jersey on the last day in Norway.